What's up, good people, and welcome to another Morning Money Motivation. And today we are talking about taking time to be happy. Now, I hope you guys are having a great morning, and if not, I hope we can change that and make it better in the coming moments as we spend some time talking about this subject. So I think a lot of times people are so caught up in the things that they're doing, me included, so caught up in the things that we're doing that we don't really take any time to just check on our happiness. And did you know that being happy or being in a happier state of mind can actually help you make better financial decisions? Not only financial decisions, but just decisions, period. Decisions in your life, the things that are going to happen to you day in and day out, the things that you want to make decisions about day in and day out that affect your life in whatever magnitude. Being in a happier state really affects how those decisions are made, and what you're thinking about, how you can move into the right decisions or move into the right things. So it's really important to take time and just focus on your happiness. So right now, I want everybody, if you can, if you're listening, I want you to just take a moment and think about the things that make you happy, the things that really bring you joy, regardless of what you're doing, regardless of, where you are. If you could do this specific thing, it would bring you joy and bring you happiness. Think about that right now and really put that at the front of your mind and the front of your thought process, and give yourself time to really focus on that thing and give it space and give it importance in your life. If it's something simple that you can actually do at this moment while we're talking, start making plans to do that specific thing. Start, entering a phase where you can actually get into that thing. For a lot of people, it's, as simple as having a simple cup of coffee and sitting down, reading a book, or meditating, or just doing things that bring them joy throughout the day. It could be just laughing, taking a moment to watch something that brings you laughter, and so on and so forth. So really think about how you can focus on giving that particular thing some time today, and monitor your well-being, because monitoring your well-being is something that is so often overlooked, and we don't really pay attention to how we're feeling in the moments that we're conducting. We just start to, get things done. A lot of times we're very checklist oriented in our lives, and we just, kind of power through the things that we want to get done. And we have this mindset of, if I get these things done, then I'll be closer to my goals. And a lot of times that's true, but we don't put into the equation of how does this make me feel? How does these milestones that I'm completing contribute to my happiness in a small term, or my overall happiness in the long term? How do these things that I'm doing day in and day out contribute to that? And we should really give that some thought and be able to monitor how we're feeling moment to moment. And I'm not saying you have to spend too much time sitting and dwelling on, the way you feel, but it's good to have those moments of reflection and moments of insight into what you're feeling, and be able to shift, if you need to shift, into a better place, into a happier state, so that you can continue to make good decisions. One other thing that you want to do is don't put off your moments of joy and self-care. A lot of times we will put off our moments of joy and self-care to, do other things or to get other things done. A lot of times those things are done to get other things done for other people or other situations that really don't contribute to, our well-being. We get caught up in, I need to do this so I can get to this next level, or I need to do this so I can get this person, situated so I can move and do the things that I need to do. And, yes, a lot of times those things are good intentioned, but they prevent us from really getting to a place of taking care of ourselves and doing our own self-care and bringing joy to our lives. And it's so important for, moving in the right decisions. Like I said, for, financial decisions, monetary decisions that we want to make, that we need to make in our lives. We want to be thinking clearly. And a large part of thinking clearly is being able to, have those moments of happiness and moments of joy in our lives. So really take that seriously and don't put those things off or, not give those things importance in your life. And I know it's easy. It's an easy thing to do when you are, especially if you are in a situation where you are in a heightened state or you're under the gun for some reason and you need to get things done in a quick fashion. It does make it harder for you to take that moment and really just reflect on what are the things that make me happy in this and why am I doing this? And that's a good question to ask. Ask yourself, when you're doing things, why am I doing this? Ultimately, why am I doing what I'm doing right now? A lot of times we do things just because we've done them repetitiously for a long period of time. Initially we may have had a good reason for doing something and, it may have been beneficial, but over time, you'll find sometimes that some of the things you're doing don't really have merit in the magnitude that they once had. And it turns from it being a situation of that thing helping someone or helping you, and now it's just hindering and hurting you from a standpoint of bringing you happiness and allowing you to move in, good spirit. So really take a good look at the things you are doing, specifically, the things that take time away from you and take time away from the things that you want to be doing. Really take a good look at those and see if there are things that you can stop doing or do less of that really aren't having a great impact in your life. And just breathe. I want you to take a moment to just breathe. Breathe in the air around you and feel whole in the moment that you're in, because these moments are fleeting. And a lot of times we get to a point where we wish we had spent more time enjoying the moments that we were in because they were great moments. You can look back on, the time you're in right now, even if you're going through something adverse, and see that as a great moment and see that as a great opportunity to enjoy yourself and look back on it as though, oh man, I wish I would have taken time to just enjoy myself in that moment because it was such a great opportunity to do so. Everything was aligned, and hindsight is so 20/20 in that way. You can, be going through something right now and then look back on it later and say, wow, I didn't see, the sky was the bluest it had been in such a long time, or, those flowers were perfect that I was walking by, or the smells and the aromas of the food we were eating when we were at that restaurant, were just so magnificent, but I was so caught up in, whatever other ails that were going on that I was thinking about that I wasn't able to enjoy that moment. So really be conscious of the moments that you're in, because you don't want to, not enjoy them to their fullest capacity. And sometimes it's as simple as, let me take a moment and be mindful that I'm in this moment and shift my perspective and have fun in this moment. And it's as simple as that. If you can do that, a lot of times it'll help you really benefit from, your happiness, and let your happiness be a tool and a vessel to achieve the things that you want to achieve in life. And that's really what I wanted to get at in this episode, is that your happiness can be a vessel to achieve the things that you ultimately want to achieve. The more you can bring joy and happiness to your life, it will actually enrich the things that you set out to do, and you'll be more inclined to complete them because they bring you enjoyment, even on a small level. As humans, we're very results oriented, and we do enjoy those small wins that we get when we are entering into situations. So it's very important that you take those small wins and, take those moments, even the losses, learn in those losses and take those moments and enjoy them for what they are, because those things will add up over time to a magnitude of happiness in your life. And that happiness will then in turn allow you to continue and create more moments of greatness. With that, I hope you have an excellent day, and I hope this was helpful to someone, and we'll talk to you in the next one.